welcome to your end of June 2022 general tarot reading. It's Raina here. Pick an additional card because that's kind of a boring. Oh, here's your card, Strength card. That was kind of a boring card to end with. So I get to make the rules here around here. The heart of the matter is the Five of Pentacles. This is a card of, well, you could say hard times, like unemployment, things like that. But I feel like with the cards around it as emotional issue. So the issue of lack consciousness as it pertains to relationships in particular, meaning that sometimes when a person feels like doesn't have someone in their life, they may lower their standards because they feel like, oh, well, I'm this age, I don't think I can do any better, or just I want someone, I need someone, especially when somebody says I need someone, then that can be very problematic because they may not vet that person very well. And in the past position, I'll give you an example. We have the Five of Cups. And so this can be a card of grieving a loss. So if you have been there, now the worst case scenario would be losing someone that you loved. Like if you're a widow or widower, or the equivalent if you were not legally married to that person, you still could call yourself something like that. But sometimes, they say that men get married again right away compared to women who lose their husbands, that the man will marry right away. And then, friends and family are horrified and they're like, oh, didn't he love his wife? My God, why would he do that? It's because they feel that loss so deeply. And that to me is also what the Five of Pentacles can be. It's like feeling wiped out, like you have nothing left. But the problem is that the person it's like a rebound situation. And this can be, and then, like I said, that would be the worst case scenario. Most of the time, it's simply going to be a breakup, a divorce, and feeling like I have to have someone. Like there's an empty space in your heart, and not realizing that you hold the key for that, thinking that it's outside of yourself. Because the people, one of the interpretations, since this is the Rider-Waite deck, is that this is the classic depiction of it, is that that's a stained glass window, so it represents a spiritual. And these people, they're so wrapped up in their own misery that they're turning their back on the church. So it's like turning your back on the spiritual. And even in this case, this person is turning their back on Two of the Cups. So they do have something good happening here, but all they can see is the negative. In some cases, this may be someone who should be happy that they are no longer with someone because that person wasn't right for them, but they can't really realize that at this point. And I'm talking about you, Leo. You can't realize it because you're so focused on the loss that you don't realize that it's for the best. In the position of the higher message, we have the Two of Cups, and this is about reuniting with someone. So this may be a situation where you are led to actually go to the person who is really for you. So, an example of that would be if you married someone on the rebound from someone because of somebody that you really wanted to be with, that you considered your soulmate or the love of your life, and now your marriage is on the rocks, and because you are currently in that relationship, you think that that is the end all be all of love for you, and really it's opening the door for you to perhaps get back together with the person that the one that got away. That's just one possibility. I mean, it can be um, the issue of commitment. Maybe you were with someone that was not able to commit, and you need that kind of mutuality, that you did not have that. Sometimes people mourn the loss of something that wasn't that hot to begin with, simply because it was familiar. Leo is a fixed sign, so there's that tendency to want continuity, and anything that threatens continuity is the enemy, when in fact it's allowing for growth. If things are constantly the same, there's that stagnant energy. Eventually it's going to become stagnant because you have to have growth, and you have to get that through change. What crosses you is the Hangman. There may be some issue that feels like it's up in the air. I'm wondering if you're involved, Leo, in an on again, off again relationship with somebody, and they're always like, whenever you're trying to get, maybe somebody promised that they were going to leave their partner for you, and that's what the Five of Cups is about. That you realize that they've been leading you on. But I do think an on again, off again situation is also a possibility, that every time you try to get over it, that person comes back. What's coming in is the Three of Wands. You want more out of life, Leo. You want new horizons, and this could be in multiple areas of your life. You're having your solar return at the end of July, a month from now. And that's always a very powerful time for you, because you're ruled by the sun too. That makes it even more powerful. But this idea of expansion is big in your mind. And you may feel like you're being consumed by a problem or an issue that you can't seem to, a problem that you can't seem to solve. Maybe you tolerate it because you don't think there's anything better out there. And perhaps your sense of self has been, that could be it too. Like, you might have been, you might have felt a little bit, you've been knocked off of your game a little bit because of somebody else's rejection or their betrayal or something like that. And so it makes it harder for you to trust in yourself. And so it's good to have the three of wands, because it means that you want to grow. You don't want to just stay in this pattern, this destructive pattern. So the first card I got for the outcome is the Nine of Wands. And this is really, it's so funny because now I realize how on point this is, because I was talking about like an on again, off again situation. And this is the card for that, because you see that person looking so kind of wary. This is a card of boundaries, the Nine of Wands, where you have to protect your boundaries because somebody may try to come back into your life. Now, maybe you welcome them with open arms before, but now you realize that this is a toxic pattern and you have to put the kibosh on that. But how do you do that? Well, I got an additional card, the Strength card. This is your card. It's about developing the inner fortitude that allows you to feel confident enough that you can be selective with the people that you allow into your life, where you don't think that you have to accept anything into your life just because you might be alone otherwise, that you welcome being alone and that you won't feel lonely when you're alone, because it means that you are your own best company. So anyway, I'm going to leave it there, Leo. I hope that this resonates with you. If you would like a private reading, I do a lot of astrology readings, and you can find out more information at the link below. Take care. Bye.